Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Errico, Energy Pits, CrudeSquawk.com. Just giving you a market recap for today, January 8th, 2013. Alrighty, today, ladies and gentlemen, we saw a high up at 93.74 for our pit session on the crude. We saw a low down at 92.67, and we closed and settled the day right where we settled yesterday at 93.21. So again, kind of an unchanged day here on the pit session here. For the Globex session. For the pit session, we were actually off just by about 20 cents or so here. To be exact, I believe it's 24 cents. But again, ladies and gentlemen, really just kind of chopping around here. Again, we had our high print of the day up at the 93.74. We broke our 20-minute opening range to the downside and finished the day lower. As the perfect example yesterday, we had an uptrending day for the opening range, broke it to the upside, and finished on the upside. So the 20-minute opening range works like a charm. Just real quickly, for the crude here, we want to talk about our API numbers that just came out. Again, we're talking American Petroleum Institution came out with their early inventory numbers on the crude. We saw a build of 2.4 million barrels in the crude oil. In the gasoline, we saw a build of 7.9 million barrels, and in distillates, we saw a build of 5.9 million barrels. So, significant builds across the board in all of our products and in crude. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're also going to take a look at the forecasts for tomorrow's DOE EIA crude numbers that are coming out at 10:30 tomorrow. Again, that's our really only piece of data that's scheduled for release tomorrow. We have a build of just 1 million barrels flat we're expecting for the crude. Again, analysts that were polled by Platts are expecting a build of 1 million barrels. For the RBOB gasoline, they're expecting 2.6 million barrels, and for our distillates, they're expecting a build of 1.5 million. So, if our APIs are any indication, as they were spot on last week, and they were a great indication last week, hoping the same thing this week, as if we do see a build in inventories, we could probably see a little bit of a downtick in the market, which the fundamentals would suggest us to probably meander back down to our 91.5 level, which is going to be our bottom of our near-term trading range that we've been trading in. So if the pit was any indication today, we saw just really a lot of small orders. Again, we had decent volume today, but still very low volatility, taking it on the chin today. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So really, very, very light in the pit. We saw about 350 to 400 92 to 93 straddles. We saw the 93 straddle and the 92.5 straddle trade just all about 300 times. So really kind of not a lot of activity. Still saw a lot of interest in the 90 call and still the 95 put. And also the 89.5 and 89 Feb puts trade about 750 times. So just a little bit of a kind of downside assurance risk there if we do get below the 89.5. So that's really about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the API numbers. Real quickly, we can just recap the natural gas for you as well, ladies and gentlemen, here. Just looking at our natural gas today, got another weather forecast out, expecting warmer than expected temperatures here in the United States, in the Midwest, and also on the East Coast. So again, another forecast that came out. This was an 11 to 14 day forecast. So really what it comes down to is we had a high up at 32.71, a low down at 32.01, and we closed and settled the day at 32.19. So again, you can see about a 70-cent trading range, 70-tick trading range. Sorry, not 70 cents, 70-tick trading range. And really we have to just watch out for some support down at the 315 level, and if we can break that 315 level, we'll be trading down in the mid twos here, or really higher to mid twos here. So again, really just watching for the 315, 316, 317 levels of support. Again, once we clear that 315, we can definitely see some lower prices and back into the $2 handle. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Marty Errico, CrudeSquawk.com, and the Energy Pits at the NYMEX for you. See you tomorrow, 8:50, 8:30 early AM audio.